Welcome to Rikers, Mr. Castle. Accommodations to your liking?
This is 2005 peak Western gaming female design. And here's 2026's version.
Yet.
I'm the one who's doing the punishing now.
Now, before I begin my review for Punisher: One Last Kill, the 50-minute long presentation on Disney Plus,
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I need to ask you guys one question. What the hell's happened to John Bernthal? This is the guy who was Shane in the original Walking Dead series. He was buff, he was shaven-headed, he was very, very charismatic. And now bear with me, folks, because I'm going to bring the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory in this equation, because you know the story about her, right? Had some great hits. Then she was replaced by a doppelganger who came out with shit like this. No. And I think they've done the same thing to John Bernthal, because I don't know who this fucking hobo is.
A hobo with a shotgun.
Mimicking Robert De Niro's Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, because that's what this version of Frank Castle is. He's basically Travis Bickle 2.0, looking in the mirror, mumbling to himself like a rejected Marlon Brando from Broadway.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Yes, hallelujah. It's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Hey college students, remember the 24 game where every time Jack Bauer said
Damn it.
and it's time to get your beer kegs at the ready, students, because it's now the Frank Castle grunting game. Let the tournament begin. I won't say this entire episode was really bad. It was half cringe and half it's okay. But this is not my Frank Castle. Definitely not. Now, the way this begins, it's Frank reliving his PTSD moment. He's grown a full beard. Why? Because I guess this is modern day Frank Castle, and ghosts of his war buddies are surrounding him like it's a really bad audition for Call of Duty.
It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing!
It all transcends into this homeless, diverse hobo in the neighborhood of New York with one of Paris Hilton's missing dogs in tow. And what happens next? He gets ambushed. The dog is thrown under a truck. Any dog belonging to Paris Hilton deserves that fate entirely. And by the way, I should add a disclaimer here. I do not condone cruelty to animals, but when they're screen animals, they don't really die on the big screen. I just thought it was absolutely funny that that dog deserved that fate. Now later on, Frank is also ambushed by Lady Davros. And I mean Marnucci, because again, Frank in his infinite wisdom wipes out her entire family, including one of her sons who's a questionable PDF. I kid you not. Bring the Jeffrey Epstein relevancy into this Marvel-esque story. To which she said, well, you know what, Frank? Wait for it, you're gonna love this line. I'm the one who's doing the punishing. Do you get it? Because she's, yeah, I know, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
I'm the one who's doing the punishing now.
And there was one particularly funny sequence with the Nucci crime family being wiped out left, right, and center, where three members just fall like toy soldiers, to quote Martika's great song, in a matter of seconds. Like, where did the money run out, bro? Where was the producer of The Sopranos to help you make that scene more authentic? Well, I tell you what, authenticity flew out of the window a long, long time ago to Mexico. She's such an infinitely bad villainess. She tells him what time he's going to get his comeuppance. 6:47 p.m., the same time her entire family, or the last member of her family, was wiped off the face of the earth forever. So while Lady Davros and her diverse male helper go on their merry way, of course now Frank gets a visit from Karen Page. And what does she do? She gives Frank a big French kiss. Well, she's about to do that, and he's about to grope her ass because, let's face it, Karen Page needs some action from the Punisher, and all hell breaks loose in the neighborhood. People who know Frank are dying left, right, and center. And I gotta say, the next few moments of carnage is absolutely how this episode should have begun. Of course, you do get moments where you think Frank's going to open fire on a random bad guy in a crowded space, but he holds back and remembers he's a military trained specialist. And after all the carnage and a lack of NYPD officers have not even shown up on the scene because I guess they know what's really going down, Frank's one last kill is coming up. And who do you think it might be? Kevin Feige? No. Would it be perhaps Sana Amanat? No, because I would have loved to see her head on the chopping block.
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Sadly, it's that punk who killed the dog at the beginning of this episode and kicked that diverse hobo's head in. Oh, he was the last kill, not Marnucci. For some bizarre reason, she was allowed to get away with a big black diverse helping boyfriend, and away they tra-la-la-la-la they go. Now I was hoping at the end credits we might see her getting her comeuppance, but unlike the comics where she gets burned alive, yeah, this did not happen, I'm afraid.
The thing I wanted to ask you at the junket, I'm just going to ask you now.
Sure.
I read, and I could be wrong, that you are one of the writers on the Punisher special presentation. How did you end up writing this thing?
What the fuck is a golem?
So I guess Marvel is saying, hey, look, you can have bad lady bosses, but we can't kill them off because that just does not happen in the world of Marvel. So honestly, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, why again has this episode got an 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb? I think people are just really simping for John Bernthal as the Punisher. And again, if you check him out in his debut in season 2 of Daredevil, he's absolutely fantastic. When he gets his own series, series 1, he's good, and then on number 2, he kind of falls off a train track, but that's the way it is, right? And that's the way I don't like it, to quote Casey and the Sunshine Band. But for me, when it comes to The Punisher, there is only one actor who fills those boots.
The limited steelbook of Punisher Warzone starring Ray Stevenson comes riddled with bullet holes and a dent for authenticity.
Who really did deserve 2 more sequels to Warzone.
Spending money, but you will be losing money since you're not able to use your car for work.
Well, I don't know about you, and I have no idea what she's babbling on about regarding turnaround. But if, like me, you enjoyed this video today, make sure you give this a like, and make sure you stop heaving your bosoms, love, because honestly, it's giving me such a headache. If you're me, and if I were you, you better come back for the next video.
I'm the one who's doing the punishing now.
No! No, 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 no! Nothing to do.
Hey yo, Adrian, I miss you.